Okay, story time. As the oldest daughter of the Scarlet Supreme, Grandmaster Hanabi had been raised as the successor to her father's position and exhibited extraordinary talent that far exceeded any of her peers, and it wasn't until the arrival of a young ninja from the Shadow Sect had Hanabi realized she was met with a strong rival. The boy named Hayabusa was the younger son of the Shadow Supreme Grandmaster, although he was from the Shadow sect that emphasized physical and mental strength. He had an exceptional understanding of the Scarlet Ninja equipment and showed great potential only a few months into the training. Hanabi wasn't particularly concerned about this potential challenger at first until an ordinary training session at night she was unexpectedly defeated by Hayabusa. Even though it was only during training, the proud Hanabi couldn't accept the humiliation of losing a fight. Whenever the moon was full, she would try to find ways to provoke Hayabusa into dueling with her, and yet she couldn't win one single battle against this boy who seemed to be integrated with his shadow. In vexation, Hanabi continued to goad him on to more fights, only to be irked even more by Hayabusa's calmness and composure. Therefore, the grumpy girl and the withdrawn boy gradually grow up in these silent fights. Soon, the two rivals reached adolescence. They still didn't talk to each other, but the duel every full moon night became an unspoken routine of communication. Although Hanabi couldn't occasionally win in a fight with Hayabusa had the upper hand most of the time. Whenever the duel ended, the two would lie on the tall rooftop, gazing up the full moon in the sky. The reflection of the silver moonlight in Hayabusa's eyes slowly burning into Hanabi's mind before she could notice. And other times they would exchange a few words that seemed like a conversation but could also be said to themselves. The words Hanabi said the most were, "I'm going to be Akakage," while Hayabusa would often snort in response or say, "I'll find that guy." As for who that guy was, Hanabi had never heard of him. Explain. Hanabi was aware of her feelings for Hayabusa, but her pride as a girl wouldn't allow her to directly speak to her mind, and the ninja training she'd received taught her to never reveal her emotions. Again and again, she'd stare at Hayabusa's back as he was leaving and say to herself, "When I win against you next time, you'd understand my feelings." The day of coming of age ceremony just so happened to coincide with the full moon's eve. Hanabi dressed up and carefully prepared a bento of red bean rice. To make this bento, Hanabi's beautiful hands that often use signs to release ninjutsu were covered in cuts and burns. Failed experiments piled up in the kitchen one after another. Finally, Hanabi made a satisfactory bento. A sweat dripped down her face. She let out a sigh of relief before looking up to see the downpour in the darkness outside her window. She rushed into the rain without an umbrella, clutched the rain beans rice bento close to her chest, and ran through the roads of the scarlet shadow as heavier raindrops fell from the sky. She eventually found Hayabusa, but the Omyuji girl called Kagura was leaning close to him holding her semi-umbrella. That's why she hates umbrella.